I just love the opportunity to build relationships, to get to know young people. I just hope that in some way I can make the difference in the lives of somebody as the coaches and teachers I had made in my life.
Taking kids where they are and trying to push them forward, and at the same time teaching them life lessons, and not just teaching them reading skills and math skills, but teaching them how to be successful and how to tackle a problem and how to face a challenge and not just give up. That's my favorite part, without a doubt.
Just the love for the children in general is definitely my why.
Teaching, it's a calling, that it's not just a job.
You're shaping these kids to learn things about themselves and to push themselves and persevere, and it takes a lot of patience, and it is a calling.
I'm laying the foundation for the rest of their academic years. I'm promoting the enthusiasm of learning and the enjoyment of school. I've always just known that I was going to be a teacher. There's no doubt in my mind that this is why I was put on earth. This is why I was put on the earth. Yeah. I'm going to cry.
When they announced that we weren't coming back, I really felt devastated.
It's not just routine, like it's a relationship. This is family.
That's why right now it's so sad, because they're not here, and it's just such a sad, school's just empty without them in it.
Hearing from my students about how much they do miss school really warms my heart and tells me that I did something right.
When you see so many kids that do come back to you and tell you, man, you made a difference. You don't expect it, you don't get it, nearly as much as you would hope, but it gives you a cause to sit back and say, man, maybe I am making a difference.
We've already shot some of this video. So I wanted to show you what we have so far. We've been working on the ending. So I wanted to see if we could show you so that we can see if you have any ideas for how we end this.
Well, she always she did, I remember
Maggie, I
she
taught
always would do
Maggie.
commercial breaks, just in the middle of anything she was talking about. She would have one word that reminded her of a story, and she'd be like, okay, it's time for a commercial break. And then she'd get into
Is she talking about me?
whole story, and we'd get to tell stories that reminded us
Oh
of
my
that
gosh.
thing.
Mr. Workman is, I can honestly say he's a teacher I've never had.
I love his class. His whole world of thinking completely changed the way that I have learned.
Miss Hagler, I appreciate you because you make people smile and have joy. Thank you for always making me smile, because you're a teacher that always wants people to smile and have joy and be happy.
So what am I doing here? Okay.
Coach Bramlett, he's probably one of the best guys I've ever had the chance to meet.
He's all about the wolf pack. The strongest member is going to be just like the weakest member.
Well, Miss Huggins is our math teacher, and she's very caring. She helps us, even if it isn't related to math. If we need to talk about anything, she's always open, and she tries really hard to give everything to her students.
Miss Williams is so special to our family. She pours everything into her content, into her relationships with the kids.
Just when you walk in her class and she makes you happy every day with her smile. She's not mean. She understands if you need to take a while to do a piece of her homework or something like that.
You can just tell that he's up there for a reason. He's enjoying his job, and he really has a profound care for his students.
She's really there for us. Even sometimes we give up, she's just there for us.
He's been a great coach. He's another father to me. He just wants everybody to succeed in life. He can give you life lessons, and if you're down, he's gonna get you up.
Miss Hagler, I appreciate you because of the way that you nurtured my children. You encouraged them to be themselves, and that their best selves is enough.
Miss Williams, I appreciate you because you just make me feel special and you make me feel appreciated, and really you are just one of the best teachers that have ever just lived.
You have changed the way that I look at the world and look at education, and personally me wanting to be a teacher, just the way that you interact with your students, that's something I want to live up to. I hope one day as a teacher I can make you proud.
I have a new, even more respect for teachers from doing this on my own for a little bit at home. The appreciation is through the roof now for each teacher.
Miss Rita, I appreciate you because you make it fun to learn.
I thank you for all you do for not just my child, but for all the kids that you teach. Continue doing what you do. Much love.
I appreciate you because of the man you are and the character you show to everybody you're around.
Y'all would have to do something like that. You didn't tell me about this.
They have successfully evoked emotions from Spock.
It really touches you.
Golly.
Lost for words. But it's moments like that make everything that we do so worthwhile.
It's, sometimes easy to feel, underappreciated or, like you're not doing enough. But to hear that, makes a difference.
Hello, I'm Walter Davey, Superintendent of the Tuscaloosa County School System. Welcome to our graduation celebration for Hillcrest High School's Class of 2020. Although we are looking forward to honoring Hillcrest High seniors with an in-person graduation ceremony, the celebration you will watch this evening is an additional way to honor this class. With the uncertainty surrounding in-person ceremonies, particularly early this spring, it was important that the Tuscaloosa County School System to make sure we had a way to celebrate our graduates in whatever way that may be possible. Also, due to social distancing guidelines and health concerns, we know some family members and friends will be unable to attend our in-person graduation ceremony. This was another reason we wanted to create a way for family and friends, wherever they are in the entire community, to celebrate our graduates. Class of 2020, we are proud of the accomplishments you have made throughout the years and the determination you have shown during this challenging time to keep working toward your goals. We thank everyone for joining us for tonight's graduation celebration.
On behalf of Hillcrest High School, it is my honor to welcome you to this graduation ceremony celebrating the achievements of the Class of 2020. The love, guidance, and support of so many people have made this very special day possible. Parents, grandparents, family members, and friends of our graduates, I know you are incredibly proud today, and you should be. These are truly outstanding young people. At this time, I would like to call on Ms. Deja Evans, President of the SGA, to extend greetings on behalf of the Class of 2020.
Good afternoon. My name is Deja Evans, and I have the privilege of being Student Government Association President at Hillcrest High School. On behalf of the Class of 2020, I would like to welcome everyone to our graduation ceremony. Also, I would like to extend a special thank you to our board members for their continued support throughout this trying time for schools. Congratulations to Dr. Davey on your retirement. We will miss you dearly. We have finally arrived at a moment that has been 13 years in the making. I boldly speak for everyone when I say that this is not how I pictured graduating. However, I am eternally grateful for the opportunity to be celebrated. In addition to learning academic lessons, we have learned life ones as well. Patience was taught through waiting to be at the front of Adam's army, an honor only awarded to seniors. Self-accountability was taught through the first heartbreak and the second and the third, only to realize that you were the problem. Lastly, perseverance. Not only did we fight senioritis this year, but we fought a worldwide pandemic. Through it all, 2020 has prevailed. Hillcrest has produced confident graduates. We are confident in our futures because Hillcrest has prepared us, and we will always have their support as a community. I would like to thank every parent, guardian, sibling, and other family members that have been cornerstones in our lives. You all have given us the wisdom so that we may go forth and seize what life has to offer. Your constant outpour of love cannot be appreciated enough because without your assistance, we would not have the strength to keep pushing. The morals instilled in us by you will never leave despite seeming your advice was going through one ear and out the other. Your personal sacrifices for us will never be overlooked, and we are grateful that you put us ahead even at an inconvenience for you. My wish is to continue to make you all proud. Next, I would like to express my gratitude to Hillcrest High School. The faculty and the administrators have prepared us for this moment and beyond. Thank you for taking our potential and using it as a tool for success. You not only were our educators, but also our family. Each day, we built a bond that will last beyond high school because your support lives beyond the classroom and into our hearts. Thank you to the men and women behind the scenes who are not always recognized for their work. Our lunchroom staff, custodial workers, office personnel, and school resource officer ensure that our school day runs as smoothly as possible. Each faculty member has a special place in my heart for the morale that they bring into school. In a difficult time such as this, your passion for us has really shown through your patriot pride. No matter where the next step may be, college, enlisting in the military, or joining the workforce, I can confidently say that we are prepared. Lastly, to my fellow classmates of 2020, I know this is not how we pictured our senior year. Nevertheless, I have endless pride for the success that we have had over the past 4 years. Friday nights spent under those stadium lights will forever hold precious memories for many years to come. In addition, I have pride in all of our athletic success over the years. I am also proud of our band and their dedication to supporting our other organizations as well as their individual success. The theater department has produced amazing shows, and I am so excited to see how those talents will be used. Lastly, the dedication of our JRTC members has never wavered, and I have pride in graduating next to future servicemen and women. No matter where life takes us next, I hope that we all may keep in touch and remember the life lessons taught to us by our teachers and our peers. From being anxious freshmen to determined seniors, I am proud of the progress we have made and will continue to make. From a forever patriot, go Pats. Now I would like to introduce Kelly Hart, who will give the challenge.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Kelly Hart, and I had the honor of being senior class president. First off, I would like to give some special thanks to God, my family, my friends, and to all of the Hillcrest High School teachers and administration. Thank you for preparing us for the next chapter of our life. I couldn't be more thankful for the wonderful teachers who have dedicated their time to help us. Thank you. And now I'd like to congratulate the Hillcrest High School class of 2020. Well done, everyone. From trying to find ourselves, fit in, and finally getting to be a part of Adams Army freshman year, to Horn's chemistry class and experiencing the loss of Anna Camplain, one loved by many sophomore year, to flying flags, eating Jackson Waffle House for breakfast, and truly knowing that we won Patriot games our junior year, to finishing our 3 3/4 years strong with battling the heartbreak that the coronavirus brought upon our class. These are the things that make up the class of 2020. Some things might not always go the way we plan, but I think we can all agree that the class of 2020 is resilient. We were born during 9/11, and we are now ending our high school days in a pandemic, and despite these odds, we still managed to graduate. From the English actress Helen Mirren, you will stumble and fall. You will experience both disaster and triumph, sometimes in the same day. But it's really important to remember neither triumphs nor disasters last forever. This last year of high school is just a glimpse of the many things we will accomplish in the future. We don't need to let the events of high school that we missed determine the outlook of our future goals. I just can't believe that, ironically, Friday the 13th was our last day of high school. The last day to truly look back and say goodbye to the 3 3/4 years that we spent walking those hallways with our peers. We missed the last sports games, and our seniors on the baseball, softball, and soccer teams didn't get to experience the senior night. We missed our senior prom and dancing the night away with our high school sweethearts and friends. But these aren't the memories that define the class of 2020. What defines us is our perseverance through our years at Hillcrest, and especially this last year with the cancellation of events that we feel like should sum up our high school experience. In the Bible, Jeremiah 29:11 says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." We need to find peace in the fact that God has already experienced everything we'll ever go through, and He will work it out all for our good and His glory. He knew about this pandemic and how it would take a toll on our senior year. We can take these events and use them to help us grow and understand each other. We can also say that we have lived through a future history lesson. Graduates, each and every one of you has the potential to change the world. You have all grown into intellectual individuals that can leave a mark on this earth. Keep in mind that many of our social and political leaders started off as an average person in our shoes of being a high school student. The average can achieve greatness, whether recognized by the world or a few. Psalms chapter 90 verse 12 states, "Live each day as if it were your last, because there is no promise for tomorrow." And that is my challenge to all of you. We need to cross each other's paths with more happiness and hope for each day that is given to us. We need to go through life without creating excuses that cause us not to follow through with the goal. An excuse is an attempt to lessen the blame attaching to a fault or offense. We need to take pride and ownership in our actions and follow through with our plans. What is there to lose if we don't try? To end this, I would like to remind everyone that our time spent together as a class is not defined by this pandemic, popularity, grades, likes on social media, or favorites, but by the way you carried yourself, the kind of person you are, our relationships, and the way we handled situations that affect our future and define who we are. The years we spent in Hillcrest High School were only the beginning of us leaving a mark on this earth. Be phenomenal or be forgotten. Thank you, class of 2020.
Prior to the awarding of diplomas, we have the pleasure of recognizing several students from the class of 2020 for outstanding accomplishments in the areas of academic excellence, attendance, and service.
At this time, it's my pleasure to recognize 31 special students for outstanding academic achievement over their high school careers. These students are the top scholastic students from the class of 2020. These young men and women have maintained grade point averages of 4.0 or better while pursuing the Alabama High School Diploma with academic distinction. The first recipient of an Academic Excellence Award is Aisha Abuzair, Haley Agee, Mallory Akins, Kayla Bradley, Axel Buhite, Ainsley Campbell, Kyle Chastine, Emily Cornett, Meredith Cowart, Madison Cowart, Mackenzie Crocker, Calvin Crummy, Emily Curry, Lauren Davis, Brandon Drawhorn, Kelly Hart, Jordan Harton, Morgan Heaton, Anna Irvin, Gabrielle Jarvis, Jasmine Lewis, Taylor Olivia Marble, Alexis Parker, Jacqueline Samuel, Peter Shim, Bailey Tillman, Morgan Trimble, Haley Vanderford, Dalton Walker, Ajalon Wallace, Catherine Weber. Congratulations to these young men and women whose commitment to academic excellence has earned them the distinction of graduating this afternoon with grade point averages of 4.0 or better.
At this time, I would like to recognize a senior with the most outstanding attendance records. 22 years ago, an award was established in honor of Sandra Anderson, a former principal, assistant principal, and teacher at Hillcrest High School. As a student, Ms. Anderson attended school for 12 years in Sweetwater, Alabama without missing one single day. The student receiving the attendance award today has not missed one day of school since before being in middle school. It is my pleasure to present the Sandra Ramsey Anderson Award for Outstanding Attendance to Lucia Pecorino.
Each year, we recognize two seniors who have excelled the most in the classroom over the course of their high school careers. Our salutatorian for the class of 2020 has maintained an average of 100.82 in all of her coursework since her freshman year. She has meant much to Hillcrest High School and has a tremendous future ahead of her as she pursues a degree in pre-med at the University of Alabama. It is my pleasure to present you our 2020 Salutatorian Medal winner, Haley Elizabeth Agee.
Greetings, friends, family, faculty, administrators, and my fellow Hillcrest graduates. My name is Haley Agee, and I'm honored to be the salutatorian of this year's graduating class. I do not think I could ever adequately express the words to collectively sum up the class of 2020. We have been through the highest of highs and unfortunately the lowest of lows. When I heard that the COVID-19 pandemic was extending our spring break, my soccer team and I were playing in our last unbeknownst soccer game. After that announcement, we all knew that our lives were going to be greatly impacted and forever changed. Tears immediately began to pour from my teammates' faces. I'll never forget the looks of frustration, sadness, and disappointment. On our last day of school, my friends and I were afraid that this crisis would shake the very foundation of the world as we knew it, a world we once believed was solid and unchanging. Just a few short weeks later, our fears became a reality. Our school year had officially ended and we were deemed graduated. At first, I tried to be tough and act like it didn't bother me. Eventually, however, it became all too real one afternoon while I was driving down Patriot Parkway, and suddenly it hit me that my senior year was really over. I can vividly remember feeling all of the emotions I had buried deep inside come rushing out. Many of you have probably also experienced similar moments of confusion, depression, anxiety, or frustration. We felt as if our senior year had been ripped from our grasp. We were devastated to learn that we may not have the chance to experience many of the high school events that we had looked forward to since kindergarten. Our entire lives were turned completely upside down, abruptly and without warning. It seemed that we were living in a constant state of uncertainty. Each day, the news report became even more shocking than the day before. However, in spite of all this ambiguity, we remained the resilient and proud class of 2020. Nothing, not even a worldwide pandemic, could ever take that away from us. We are not a class to give up easily or throw in the towel. Through every setback, we became even stronger than before. Our class is historic. We are the class that is unlike any other, and we can take pride in that fact. We are united in our challenges and strengthened by the difficulties we face in the present and in the days to come. I believe that all things happen for a reason, and this is no exception. Ultimately, our perseverance throughout this experience has shown us that we can overcome any obstacle the future may hold at us. We are now better prepared than ever to be the leaders of our generation. While we look to the future with great anticipation, I pray that we never forget the epic football games, the homecoming week adventures, the relationships made, and the memories we created in these 4 short years at Hillcrest High School. These experiences have shaped us into the special individuals that we are today. We may have walked into school as timid, inexperienced young kids, but we are walking out today as experienced young adults ready to step into the world and pursue our dreams and accomplish our goals. I want to extend a special thanks to everyone who has invested their time, energy, and resources to prepare us for adulthood. Without your love and support, we would not be standing where we are today. To my parents, thank you for always being the ones to push me and to support me. You are my heroes, and I cannot possibly thank you enough. I also want to thank my friends who have loved me at my best and my worst moments and shown me true loyalty and selflessness. I will always cherish the special times we spent together. And additionally, I'm so grateful to the administrators at Hillcrest for believing in us and leading us to this special moment in our lives. Even if it was unnoticed by many, I know that we would not be here without your dedication and service. I also want to thank the teachers who have invested in our success by devoting their time and talents to us each day. There are so many exceptional teachers who have taught me far more than just how to solve logarithmic functions or how to analyze a prompt, but have shown me the meaning of true selflessness and humility. Even during stressful exams, long hours of homework, sleepless nights spent studying, and endless group chats spent complaining about our workload, we've always been thankful for each teacher that has devoted their lives to our education. Lastly, and most importantly, I am deeply indebted to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for every blessing, achievement, and success in my life. Without his love, grace, and redemptive work, I am nothing. I pray that with my every breath, I can glorify his great name. To my fellow graduates, I'm so blessed to be a part of this amazing class of 2020. I wish you all the very best in your future endeavors. Remember that success is not defined by the amount of dollar signs we have in our bank account or the number of followers or likes we have on our social media. Rather, it is the moment that we can look back on our lives and be proud of all that we have accomplished with the little time that we were given. Let's be the class that lives significant lives. Let's be the class that lives not for ourselves, but one another. After all, we are the class that overcame COVID-19, and we are capable of so much more. Congratulations, my friends and classmates. We finally did it.
Our valedictorian for the class of 2020 has maintained an average of 101.39 in all of his 4 years of coursework. He has excelled in every endeavor he has ever attempted, and there is no doubt he will succeed as he pursues a degree in computer science from the University of Alabama and beyond. I am honored to present to you the valedictorian medal winner for the class of 2020, Peter Unsuk Shem.
Hello, my name is Peter Shem. I would like to take this opportunity to share a bit of my journey and to thank the administration for letting me speak. I want to thank my AP teachers, Ms. Godey Bennett, Mrs. Moore, Ms. Tucker, Ms. Drawhorn, Ms. Thomas, and Mr. McDonald, and all the other teachers I've had. You have made such an impact in my life and have taught me so much. I want to specifically thank my parents who have supported me in everything I have faced. Without them, I would not be able to be in this position. Entering high school was a big step for me. In middle school, every teacher would talk about preparing you for high school, and you would believe them. Coming in, you have the confidence that everything will be fine, but in reality, you get a wake-up call. And for me, that was biology and English. From personal experience, Mr. Ray and Mr. Menon were two of the most challenging teachers I had at the time, along with Dr. Pirano's lengthy word of the day. On top of that, I was back at square one, at the bottom of the totem pole. But during all of this, I adjusted, and I found a place in the school. Looking back, I truly appreciate every aspect of my first year, as I believe it really did prepare me for the next years to come. Come sophomore year, I became more comfortable with the school setting. I decided to try and join a few clubs and take more challenging classes, but that means a better work ethic. Ms. Drawhorn's A-Push class, my first AP class, was one of the most mentally draining classes I've ever taken. But because of her and the way she pushed each and every one of us, I was able to apply what I did in her class for almost every AP class I would take. Although not everyone took her class, that year we were pushed and we were expected to be better, and we were. We matured and we were getting ready to be upperclassmen. Now comes the year, junior year. We are now in one of our most important years of education, and we are climbing our way up the totem pole. As we came back to school that year, we had more of a voice. We were put in varsity positions, leads for musicals, solos for band concerts, and offices for clubs. As that year came, I realized just how important time management was to succeed. That fall, I was selected as the band's drum major, and I had to tackle the responsibility of that position along with my multiple AP classes. That was probably the most difficult experience I had in my life, trying to juggle pages of homework and studying for tests while rehearsing for performances with the band. Alongside all of that, I experienced heartbreak as my grandmother passed away. I simply was not mentally strong enough to get through that semester, but I found solace in my classmates. Although they might not be aware, the help of my classmates allowed me to keep up with my academics and help me succeed the rest of the year. There were countless times I found myself behind in assignments, asking my classmates for directions and help, and in those times, they always helped. I realized that having friends and making friends with the people around you are just as important as doing your assignment. And for that, I am forever grateful. Finally, after 3 years of waiting and wishing, senior year arrived. Academics for me were still very important, but the long-awaited senioritis fell upon me. I found myself not engaged with some of my classes and just cruising by. But with the constant nagging from my parents, sorry Mom and Dad, I got back on track to finish strong. Now there was nothing stopping the class of 2020. We were ready for graduation. Boy, were we excited for nothing. So many lasts were experienced only for some of the most important ones to be cut off and taken away from us. If I've learned anything from these past 4 years, it is to make sure you truly take the time to appreciate what you have. Although focusing on academics and gaining the title of valedictorian is an honor, make sure to enjoy your high school experience because it can end overnight. Thank you for your time.
Today marks a special milestone for the class of 2020. Graduation is one of the most momentous occasions in your lives. On behalf of the faculty and staff of Hillcrest High School, I thank you seniors for 4 extraordinary years you have spent at Hillcrest. The friendships that the class of 2020 have made with fellow seniors, faculty and staff, and classmates cannot be replaced. This wonderful group of young adults have displayed what school spirit and patriot pride is all about. They care about one another, their school, their families, and their community. My wish is that no matter where their future leads them, they will always look back fondly on their days spent at Hillcrest. I know Hillcrest is a better place because you were here.
Aisha Ahmad Abuzair. Brannon Jade Adams. Haley Elizabeth Agee. Mallory Lynn Akins. Connor Dylan Alexander. Brittany Paige Allen. Janae Alexandria Amerson. Devarius O'Neill Anderson. River Wyatt Anderson. Kiera Lachey Archibald. Andrew Odell Ashcraft. Preston Todd Askew. Eric Tyler Ball. Aaron Everett Barclay Cotton. John Landon Beatty. Laterica Shania Bell. Kalia Monet Benison. Novotny Corial Benson. Jalen Denise Bevel. Christopher Leon Binion. Aislinn Ray Blake. Nathan Alexander Blake. Joshua Tanner Bohannon. Jasek Andrew Bonneville. Jamesy Montana Booth. LaShawn Darrell Boyd. Brylan Christian Bragg. Damon Justin Brand. Diamond Ometric Brand. Evan Lane Branson. Shateria Melvina Brooks. Jamarcus Jeremy Brown. Jalen Keontae Brown. Caitlin Mackenzie Brown. Axel J. Buheit. Logan Chase Burns. Ananda Nicole Burrell. Charles Aaron Callanan. Jose Barón Callejas. Jaleesa Renee Cameron. Ainsley Ingram Campbell. Sierra Danae Chandler. Sophia Lynn Chandler. Kyle Jeffrey Chastine. Alexis Brittany Christian. Kendall Nicole Clements. Mercedes Sierra Klingon. Haley Faith Cook. Kanaya Alyssa Cooper. Madison Hope Cowart. Meredith Faith Cowart. Trinity Lakyla Crenshaw. Mackenzie Lynn Crocker. Calvin Deshawn Crummy. Tiandre Lamoris Crummy. Robert Justin Culp. Emily Caroline Curry. Charles Joseph Darby. Lauren Victoria Davis. Sierra Jonae Day. Janae De La Torre. William Alexander Whale Diggins. Cameron Lee Diamond. Reagan Cole Doran. Brandon Scott Drawhorn. Jaquay Tremaine Ely. Anaya Sanye Easterling. Hunter Pettit Edwards. Jesse Lorraine Edwards. Braden Allen Elmore. Hallie Sue Epperson. Deja Andrea Evans. Tyson Deshaun Evans. William Cole Evans. William Trevor Ezel. Caleb Warren Fambro. LaDana Haddis Finley. Sydney Alexia Fornes. Sharkivia Ramona French. Audria Jalea Fryer. Robert Dakota Fuller. Russ Christopher Garayanala. Janiyah Elizabeth Gardner. Draquan Jaheim Garnett. Jaden Alexa Garrett. Sincere Demir Gibson. Talia Renee Gibson. Lori McKay Gidley. Wesley Dalton Goins. Harley Elizabeth Graves. Zachary Daniel Gray. DeAnthony Tremont Green. Hayden Lee Hall. Jamaica O'Neill Hamilton. Eddie Lee Harden. Kirsten Christina Harden. Austin Alexander Hargett. Omar Jalen Hargris. Brandon Kewan Harris. Chastity Triana Harris. Kelly Ashton Hart. Jordan Thais Harton. Jamie Lee Hassel. Morgan Elizabeth Heaton. Marquise Anthony Hentley. Alexa Grace Heron. Kendrick Joseph Hodges. Clayton Tyler Holloway. Jakaya Christiana Hood. Jalen Keontae Hopkins. Kaylee Alexis Hubbard. Jontavia LaJoy Hughley. Zacchaeus Maurice Hunley. Jemiah LaDeja Hunts. Jordan DeAndre Ivory Washington. Zaria Alicia Jackson. Zoe Alexis Jackson. Alexis Monet Johnson. Christian Blake Johnson. Bailey Grace Jones. Jarius Tyrese Jones. Keegan Jace Jones. Leaudrey Renee Jones. Sydney Lauren Jones. Chloe Suzanne Jordan. Jonathan Jamal Kelly. Sean Bradley Kendrick. Cameron Marze King. David Matthew Lefebvre. Garrett Thomas Lamont. Najea Sammy Lardell. Brett Christopher Leckness. Christopher Andrew Lee Jr. Zion Victoria Lewis. Jeremy Lee Little. Caitlin Nicole Lowry. Fernando Emmanuel Lucero. DeMonte Trayvon Lucius. Mitchell Tyler Lynn. Charles Dwayne Mack, Jr. Taylor Olivia Marble. Devontae Dion Matthews. Haven Lynn McCleskey. Madeline Elise McCracken. Stevan Trayvon McCullough. Kataya Tyshawn McGee. Megan Taylor McClay. Skyla McMillan. Rayshawn DeAndre Miller. Austin Taylor Mitchell. James Thomas Moore. Jalen Donnell Moore. Juliana Karen Moore. Kaya Rayon Moore. Lawrence William Moore, Jr. Xavier Malik Moore. Kamaya Jashay Moorhead. Roberto Moreno, Jr. Lakiria Shalia Morrow. Nevea Christine Muse. Ashlyn Mackenzie Nance. Tyler Kane Navarrete, Jr. Kirsten Danielle Neese. Easton Andrew Nelson. Sarah Catherine Nichols. Haley Mackenzie Osborne. Mackenzie Leanne Osmore. Alexis Charity Parker. Emma Kate Patterson. John Mark Patterson. Matthew Scott Patterson. Lucia Pecorino. Deborah Elizabeth Pedro. Kiera Lajasia Peoples. Precious Josefita Guadalupe Perez. Maisa Kaela Peterson. Paris Ariel Peterson. Lennox Omar Petty. Bethany Nicole Plum. Alexander Marcus Poe. Neil Deshawn Prentice. Raven Alicia Prince. Cassidy Smith Redding. Joshua Douglas Rhodes. Jada LaShawn Richards. Christopher Dallas Ritchie. Emilion Amaya Roberts. Alexis Michaela Robson. Samuel Rodriguez. Colton Brooks Rogers. Jalen Page Rooney. Kieran Anthony Rouser. Jacqueline Kiera Samuel. Caitlin Faye Sanders. Destiny Mariah Grace Schatzline. Noah Wyatt Schlatter. Camille Alexandria Seeley. Esbon Jathaniel Seeley. Bethany Joy Schaefer. Grayson Archer Shaw. Nathan Charles Shavers. Dylan Mitchell Shelby. Peter Unsak Shem. Carly Faith Simmons. Nathan Isaiah Simmons. Daisha Lepre Singleton. Shatisha LaShawn Small. Shelby Leanne Smalley. Deja Janae Smith. Isabel K. Smith. Olivia Lynn Smith. Shemaya LaShawn Smith. Tierra Lachey Smith. William Marshall Smith. Colby Shea Snyder. Ashley Marie Snipes. Kayla Michelle Snow. Damon Scott Sparks. Shemaya Danae Spencer. Heather Gabrielle Stacy. Reginald Maurice Stevens. Emily Page Strickland. Marquez Tobias DeKenneth Strong Anderson. Ikeria Bria Kierna Somerville. Markela Larshayla Swift. Olivia Claire Tarmina. Kylan Montrell Taylor. Jaden Keontae Taylor. Zoe Elizabeth Taylor. Jenna Lee Terrell. Kendrick Dwade Terrell. Anthony Mackay Thomas. Davin Trent Threadgill. Riley Scott Tidmore. Bailey Virginia Tillman. Christian Mackenzie Travis. Justin William Travis. Catherine Alexa Tribble. Morgan Marie Trimble. Demetrius Underwood. Haley Grace Vanderford. Keziah Alicia Jean Vaughn. Victoria Paige Vickerson. Dalton Reed Walker. Ajalon Patrice Wallace. Maya D'Angela Walton. Jasmine Alexis Washington. Kalia Ashanti Washington. Tierra Amaya Washington. Chastity Andrea Watkins. Catherine Muriel Weber. Reginald Myron Whitfield. Christian Todd Wilburn. Jordan Dejan Wilder. Dayani Ariel Wilkins. Ashley Nicole Williams. Caroline Abigail Williams. Christian Lamar Williams. Miranda Kiera Williams. Maggie Lane Willis. Taylor Alexandria Wilson. Madison Faith Nicole Wyatt. Kellis Ayana Wynn. Courtney Sion Late Zanders. We would also like to acknowledge the names of those graduates who were unable to attend virtual graduation. Sylvia Augustine, Daviana Janae Anthony, Selena Marie Ayala, Samuel Martin Bauer, DeMarcus Tyson Bishop, Bruce Devilgate Bonner, Kayla Alyssa Bradley, Carson Royce Colburn, Emily Elizabeth Cornett, Emily Leanne Crawford, Zachariah David Crawford, Megan Emily Croft, Gabrielle Marie Dees, Timothy Michael Densmore, Jordan Alicia Dunson, Taylor Claire Island, Allie Ray Elliott, Jalen Jaquin Evans, Tyrone Davis Fields, Ladarius Dwayne Golston, Jacob Andrew Gooden,
Jarvis Allen Gorman,
Alexandra Anthony Greaves, Mary Claire Grogan, Daniel Mark Harbin, Quintasia Jilwana Henderson, Hunter Wade Hoffman, Tracy Rain Howard, Carlos Daniel Huerta Hernandez, Cole David Huey, Anna Kelly Irvin, Case Lachlan Jacobs, Gabrielle Hope Jarvis,
Kayla Michelle Jenkins,
Caden Giovanni Johnson, Miles Javar Jones, Jasmine Nicole Lewis, Harrison Chase Lynn, Trey Alexander Little, Alicia Sikara Mehan,
Charlotte Delois Viola May,
Keon Omar McKay, Wyatt Andrew McCullum, Hunter Bradley McPherson, Trevor Ryland Cole McCrae, Abigail Ann Mitchell, Stephen Tanner Mitchell, Carson Michael Poe, Audrey Cortland Leonard Prince, Sean Allen Rayner, Connor Melanie Ramey, Ainsley Madison Simpson, Cameron Jamal Smith, Jamarian Giante Spence, Carissa Leandra Stevens, Macy Elise Stringfellow, Chelsea Yvette Thomas, Max Aaron Tierce, Alasia Marche Wilson, Alicia Jewel Wilson, Rihanna Sue Wise, Dakota Wesley Wood, Joseph Raid Zieni.
By the power vested in the faculty and administration of Hillcrest High School, the Alabama State Department of Education, and the Tuscaloosa County School System, I now declare you graduates of Hillcrest High School. Congratulations, B1 Pat.
Memories of Hillcrest High School fill my soul with pride and joy. Time spent there with friends and classmates, trying to reach our goals in life. Hillcrest High School.
focus on finding the good around you.
I'm Miss Johnson, and today I'm going to be reading one of my favorite books.
Well, we hope that you had a fantastic birthday. And we wanted to take some time to tell you that we love you and that we miss you.
I just love the opportunity to build relationships, to get to know young people. You know, I just hope that in some way I can make the difference in the lives of somebody as the coaches and teachers I had made in my life.
Taking kids where they are and trying to push them forward and at the same time teaching them life lessons and not just teaching them reading skills and math skills, but teaching them how to be successful and how to tackle a problem and how to face a challenge and not just give up. That's my favorite part without a doubt.
Just the love for the children in general is definitely my why.
Teaching, it's a calling, that it's not just a job.
You're shaping these kids to learn things about themselves and to push themselves and persevere, and it takes a lot of patience, and it is a calling.
I'm laying the foundation for the rest of their academic years. I'm promoting the enthusiasm of learning and the enjoyment of school. I've always just known that I was going to be a teacher. There's no doubt in my mind that this is why I was put on earth. This is why I was put on the earth. I'm gonna cry.
When they announced that we weren't coming back, I really felt devastated.
It's not just routine, like it's a relationship. This is family.
That's why right now it's so sad, because they're not here and it's just such a sad, school's just empty without them in it.
Hearing from my students about how much they do miss school really warms my heart and tells me that I did something right.
When you see so many kids that do come back to you and tell you, man, you made a difference. You don't expect it, you don't get it, you know, nearly as much as you would hope, but it gives you a cause to sit back and say, man, maybe I am making a difference.
You know, we've already shot some of this video. So I wanted to show you what we have so far. We've been working on the ending. So I wanted to see if we could show you so that we can see if you have any ideas for how we end this.
Well, she always she did, I remember
Maggie. I taught
would do
Maggie.
commercial breaks, just in the middle of anything she was talking about. She would have one word that reminded her of a story, and she'd be like, okay, it's time for a commercial break. And then she'd get into
Is she talking about me?
whole story, and we'd get to tell stories that reminded us
Oh
of
my
that
gosh.
same thing.
Mr. Workman is, I can honestly say he's a teacher like I've never had.
I love his class. His whole world of thinking completely changed the way that I have learned.
Miss Hagler, I appreciate you because you make people smile and have joy. Thank you for always making me smile because you're a teacher that always wants people to smile and have joy and be happy.
So what am I doing here? Okay.
Coach Bramlett, he's probably one of the best guys I've ever had the chance to meet.
He's all about the wolf pack. The strongest member is going to be just like the weakest member.
Well, Miss Huggins is our math teacher, and she's very caring. She helps us, even if it isn't related to math. If we need to talk about anything, she's always open, and she tries really hard to give everything to her students.
Miss Williams is so special to our family. She pours everything into her content,
into her relationships with the kids.
Just when you walk in her class and she makes you happy every day with her smile. She's not mean. She understands if you need to take a while to do a piece of her homework or something like that.
You can just tell that he's up there for a reason. He's enjoying his job, and he really has a profound care for his students.
She's really there for us. Even sometimes we give up, she's just there for us.
He's been a great coach. He's like another father to me. Like he just wants everybody to succeed in life. He gives you life lessons, and if you're down, he's gonna get you up.
Ms. Hagler, I appreciate you because of the way that you nurtured my children. You encouraged them to be themselves, and that their best selves is enough.
Ms. Williams, I appreciate you because you just make me feel special and you make me feel appreciated, and really you are just one of the best teachers that have ever just lived.
You have changed the way that I look at the world and look at education, and personally me wanting to be a teacher, just the way that you interact with your students, that's something I want to live up to.
I hope one day as a teacher I can make you proud.
I have a new, even more respect for teachers from doing this on my own for a little bit at home. The appreciation is through the roof now for each teacher.
Ms. Reed, I appreciate you because you make it fun to learn.
I thank you for all you do for not just my child, but for all the kids that you teach. Continue doing what you do. Much love.
I appreciate you because of the man you are and the character you show to everybody you're around.
Y'all would have to do something like that. You didn't tell me about this.
They have successfully evoked the emotions from Spock.
It really touches you.
Golly.
Lost for words. But it's moments like that make everything that we do so worthwhile.
It's, sometimes easy to feel, underappreciated or, like you're not doing enough. But to hear that, makes a difference.